Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Nayasim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I am sure you all saw the video of your president crashing out while he was granting interview, right? Trust me. He said Iran and Israel that they don't know anything. But at this point in time, if there is anyone that does not know anything, it's him. He should be held responsible. How do you call for ceasefire when both parties you did not speak to them and you think you can speak immediately and it comes to pass? That is to tell you how unaware you are. Very unaware. So you went the other day and did what you did in Iran, right? Without even sitting down to think about some certain things, left, right, back, and all that. Because you support Israel. Because anything on Israel is something to you. According to them, a war on Israel is a war on United States. Just from nowhere, poof, you went to do what you did without even sitting down to call for their attentions, probably for a peace talk and all that. And now you think you are going to just speak and everybody will obey you because you are the worldwide leader. You lie. You are crashing out. You've not even started crashing out. More to come. Because some of the things you do, I look at them and I am like, is this really the person my guys decided to vote for? Let's get into this video.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that? I don't think so, but I'm not happy that Israel's going out now. There was one rocket that I guess was fired overboard. It was after the time limit and it missed its target. And now Israel's going out. These guys got to calm down. Ridiculous. I didn't like plenty of things I saw yesterday. I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal. They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either. All I do is play both sides. I'm going now, as you know, to NATO. Some of you are going with me, and I think it's going to be successful. We'll see. I'll let you know. I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all, and I'm going to see if I can stop it. So as soon as I get away from you, I'm going to see if I can stop it, okay? Yeah, they violated it, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Baby, Donald Trump is pissed.
Israel says that Iran violated the peace agreement and the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Do you have to respond to Iran?
You think you finally coming to the realization? Nah. Benjamin Netanyahu got Donald Trump looking like a plum fool. And as a result of this deal that Donald Trump made with Benjamin Netanyahu, it just has not been good for Donald Trump. And I think he's starting to realize that. His base is in disarray. They are burning MAGA hats. And then he comes out loud and proud as if he has any authority over any of these countries. Loud and proud talking about a ceasefire. And since they started talking about this ceasefire, I was like, is the ceasefire in the room with us? I asked because neither party acted as if the ceasefire was viable. And now he's mad and he's cussing because he's looking like a plum fool. Donald Trump, you have been looking like a plum fool since you came down the elevator in 2016. The problem is that millions of people have been making you feel as if you are taken seriously, and you're not. They are all laughing at you around the world. The only people that take you seriously is your MAGA nut base. And right now they are in disarray. And then one of Ukraine's leaders nominated Donald Trump for a Nobel Peace Prize. Well, for whatever reason, that nomination was withdrawn. So yes, Donald Trump is one real sour puss right now.
So long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
This is what happens when you think you're running shit and you're not. Let's keep it 100. This is what happens when you think you're running something and you're not. You can't tell two fucking countries what the fuck to do. You, in particular, can't. They ain't listening to you. You are a clown show. You are a whole ass 3-ring circus with a dancing polar bear and a clown car filled with like 20 motherfucking clowns. You are disrespected everywhere because don't nobody respect you, period. And now he out here saying this shit. They've been fighting for so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. That was the President of the United States said that. Now I know MAGA's gonna think strong and powerful. Y'all see how he walked? Go watch the video. He stumbled his ass back to fucking Marine One. Where's the plane? Yo, this your mans? Hey, yo, this your mans? The reason Israel and Iran started bombing each other right after the deal is because Donald Trump thought there was a deal in the first place. There wasn't. Because now your petulant child, aka Benjamin Netanyahu, is being a spoiled brat. He's not leaving office. Man does not want to go to jail. So he gonna keep up a fight that he started. And Iran, being who Iran is like, we supposed to just not do nothing? You don't get to hit me and I don't get to hit you the fuck back. Who the fuck you think you talking to? And booyaka, 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 booyaka. You got to. Hey, yo, that's your mans? Hey, MAGA, that's your mans? Hey, yo, that's your mans? He's a clown show. Now you understand. Nobody respects him. The fuck? Like, I'm being dead serious about this. I'm being dead ass serious about this. This motherfucker really thought that the power of Trump's words was gonna stop two fucking countries from fighting each other. The power of the Trump was somehow gonna stop two motherfucking countries from fighting? Nobody, this is what happens when you are not respected by anybody in the fucking world. They don't give a fuck what you say. One dude is trying to stay the fuck out of jail. The other country's like, fuck, keep playing. I'm leaving here with something. I'm from around the way. You don't stop that with the power of Trump's words. Trump's words don't mean a motherfucking thing to these goddamn people. Dude really thought he was the man. No. Your words don't mean shit. This is what happens when America elects a fucking carny. Y'all elected P.T. Barnum and y'all expect him to act like JFK and Rambo's love child. No. They'll respect him. He's about they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, partner. Argue with your mom and don't argue with me, man.
Did y'all hear how Trump just went off on Israel? Did y'all hear that? He was cussing and everything. He said, because y'all know Trump, I guess he negotiated or whatever, like the ceasefire between Iran and Israel, right? So right after that, Israel started shooting off like rockets, right? Just to get like some quick ones off, right? Just to be petty. And I guess they didn't land or whatever, but just to be petty, they started shooting rockets off. Because you know Israel has been like starting stuff with a lot of people, right? So Trump gets pissed. He's about to get on the airplane. They stopping him and asking him questions or whatever. And he's like, you know, I'm very upset with Israel, what they did. And both of these guys, you know what I'm saying, talking about Israel and Iran, they don't know what the fuck they doing. He was cussing, bro. A lot of people say that Netanyahu is pulling the strings for President Trump. The way he just talked, I'm not sure if that's the case. I've never heard Trump cuss like that, bro. He was pissed. Beyond. Can y'all imagine, like, you got the whole world looking at your True Social, whatever, and you put out a post that there's going to be peace, there's a ceasefire, and then Israel starts shooting rockets off. Like, right after it gets announced. So he is livid. Oh my God, I've never heard Trump cuss like that, bro.
So Donald Trump comes out yesterday, all smug and dramatic, and says that he brokered a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. Like, he's some kind of global peacemaker. And then not even 24 hours later, missiles are flying, sirens are going off, and Trump is screaming that Israel and Iran broke the ceasefire. Are you kidding me? You can't break something that never existed in the first place. Iran literally said they never received any ceasefire proposal. Israeli officials never confirmed one either. But Donald Trump still ran his mouth like it was a done deal. Because, guys, that is what he does. He lies first, then cries victim when the world doesn't go along with his delusions. And now he's all angry, saying they don't know what the fuck they're doing. He's angry because they broke his imaginary agreement. Bro, this isn't a Marvel movie. This is real life. People are dying, and you're out here cosplaying as a wartime negotiator with absolutely zero credibility. This whole mess just proves again you cannot believe a single word that comes out of this man's mouth. He fabricates victories, gaslights the public, and then throws a tantrum when reality doesn't match his lies. And somehow, some way, people are still falling for it. It's pathetic, it's dangerous, and we are watching it unravel in real time.
Basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Generational crash out by Trump. And don't get me started about how bro started crashing out on CNN and MSNBC. He basically was like, all you guys are suck. All you guys are fucking losers. You should stop your news because nobody listened to you. Congratulations tweet last night. He's like, oh yeah, I just brokered a ceasefire. Nobody said it could be done. Look what the fuck I just did. And like we said, within hours, he was frustrated. He said, nah, I called ceasefire last night. Next thing you know, they start bombing each other. 1 hour in, next thing you know, Israel, biggest payload we seen the whole entire time. I'm mad at Iran too. The rest of the world, they don't respect what he has to say. Like, it used to be, oh, whatever the U.S. said, when they make a real demand, they stand on bit. Now, they're just like, man, he gonna change his mind. Come out. Fuck what he say. Ceasefire, catch this fucking missile, dickhead. Israel's like, well, no, they just violated this shit. Catch these fucking bombs. And now they're going back and forth, just missing each other. All while Trump is like, no, I said ceasefire. This shit is over. They go, listen, soon. I don't know when exactly. It's quietly just threatening all of Iran's current leaders where it's like, no, we need a regime change. And your family is next. This is serious. Like, this is Israel's version of the CIA. And they just go around wreaking havoc all across the world and activate their actual sleeper agents. And now Iran is next. They said, no. I don't care if they not talking about regime. We need a regime change. And what Israel says goes. And Bibi the bomber, if you don't listen, we're bombing everybody. On his way to NATO, and they're like, hey, are you gonna, commit to Article 5 of NATO? He said, depends on definition. I'm gonna be a friend. If you wonder what Article 5 is, armed attacks against one member is considered an attack against all. Which is basically like, yeah, you know what? Like I said, I'm not helping Ukraine no more. If Russia keep on attacking them, so what? Good luck. See you never. Not my battle. Biden's fault. If other VPs had as much excitement as I do. Oh yeah, we're on the brink of World War III. Nobody's listening to our commander-in-chief. Bombs is dropping all over the fucking place, and you waking up excited. This guy is a fucking dweeb. Our president is currently operating the country based off tweets, and he won't even go on actual Twitter. He only does it on Truth. Then he's now warning Israel, don't drop those bombs, major violation. Why don't you threaten them like how you threaten Iran? Israel, you drop them bombs, we bombing you, nigga. Israel will not attack, because that's what I said. It's going to be a friendly plane wave. I think he invented that on the spot, because he heard that the planes were still over there, and he's like, hey, what the fuck? Y'all might as well just wave out the window and come the fuck back, or we gonna have a problem. Listen to me. And the AOC said that he should be impeached. Crashed out again. He basically just called her every name in the book and said, hey, anything that was wrong with Joe is wrong with you. You suck as a person. You're never going to get the job done. Why should I be impeached and listen to you? You ain't shit. Sit and wait for Trump to arrive at NATO to see how those discussions go. And we wait to see if Iran or Israel take our president just a little bit serious and will actually do a ceasefire. Or they're just going to keep on bombing each other. We'll see.
So Syphilitic Sid is out here cussing, dropping F-bombs, because he went out there and told the people that Israel and Iran had reached a ceasefire. And then Iran said, no, the hell we didn't. And then Israel and Iran kept bombing each other. Now he mad. I don't know when he's going to learn that ain't nobody scared of him. Ain't nobody but Republicans, Kents, afraid of him. So now you out here dropping F-bombs, talking about they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Nah, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you doing. Let us just correct that. Because them people ain't got to listen to you. And you just mad because ain't nobody come to your birthday parade. Now you just out here blowing shit up, lying on people, talking about you was going to negotiate a ceasefire. Bitch, you can't negotiate your way out of a bag of Doritos, let alone a whole ass ceasefire between two countries that's dropping bombs. Get the hell. If you don't go somewhere and sit your ass down.
So I think it's horrible. It's a horrible thing when a president, especially a great president like me, some say the greatest, I sort of agree, but well, the history people, the book history people, the historians, some people say, I like that word, they'll decide who the best, second best, worst president is. But right now I think I sort of have a record that's really unbeatable by anybody. But you work so hard, I worked so hard. People don't have any idea how hard I worked. And you wouldn't believe me, Sleepy Joe and Kamala Harris couldn't have done this, not even close. We would be at World War VIII right now, because they would have already had World War III through all the numbers that come before 8, but we'd be in World War VIII if I wasn't president, and the fake news doesn't want to cover that, but there have been so many things I've done. But I was studying very strongly Iran and Israel for almost, had to have been, I'd say maybe, would you say 3 days? We were doing 3 days. I was like, what the hell am I doing, studying for an exam here? And they said, well, sir, you're the president. You have to know. I know I'm the president, but it felt like school. And I was like, I'm sort of president because I don't have to go to school anymore. Like, school is for people like my wife, Mylanta's son. Brendan, he's in school. I think he's doing well. I don't see him too often, but she tells me he's doing well, I guess, well, he's going to school. He's going to a university, I'm told, and I'm not sure where it is, but it's NYU, New York University. We're not sure. I don't know what the hell that is. Is in Pennsylvania. But it's. I think he's doing well. Okay, but I don't have to go to school. You don't have to send me to school. It's called president. That's like having a PhD in everything. And they sort of were giving me all these files and charts, and scholars were talking about the region, and nuclear people were talking about nuclear, and all these things. And for me to work that hard, 3 days, that's like more than half a work week. For me to learn and sit through boring meetings and have people try to lecture me on things that I know better than them, for them to still bomb after we have a ceasefire was incredibly disrespectful. So I used nasty language with them. I used very nasty language with them because, I have that my staff printed out a certificate that called me an Iran-Israel expert, and it's hanging in my office now. For them to disrespect me is really horrible. But, we'll see what happens, but we have to continue to monitor the situation. We have to be smart and strategic and strong. 3 S words. It's a very important philosophy I have in terms of philosophy. And we're going to do this, and they're going to have peace, and they can have prosperity. And, I've seen there are some very attractive Iranian women. There's some attractive Israeli women. What if we could just bring them together in a category I like to call peace porn? Beautiful, like a Gal Gadot, the Wonder Woman. What if Wonder Woman just started making out with a hot Iranian woman? We'd have peace then. We'd have peace, and we'd also have maybe some other things, maybe some other things as well, if we could have that. So we're going to do peace. Don't make me angry again. I will curse. I will drop bombs. I will do very bad things to whoever breaks the peace. So let's have peace and maybe some Middle Eastern porn. That's all. Very safe, very fun, great prosperity. And we'll see what happens.
People talking about Donald Trump cursing on national television and all this stuff, I don't really care about that part. My thing was, he's saying that 2 countries that been at war with each other for years don't know what the F they doing. Bro, how you gonna say that when they obviously know what they doing? They got beef with each other, and they gonna continue that beef until somebody fold. That's just how that's gonna go. I don't understand what you mean. And then when he said, when I say you ain't everybody's president. You ain't the world leader. Like, who do you think you are? They got beef, and they gonna do what they do. And just like America always does, we get in other people's business. So now what? We gonna be siding with Israel most likely, in their beef. So I mean, hey, but I just thought that was funny for him to say, when I say, man, when you say what? The world's supposed to stop moving when Donald Trump say so, bro. You is not God. You is not God, boy. Stop playing.
Once again, we have breaking news. Donald Trump's once-in-a-generation historic ceasefire agreement between Israel and Iran, the negotiation that was supposedly going to win him the Nobel Peace Prize, well, it fell apart. Here you go. Only hours after taking effect last night, with both Israel and Iran blasting off multiple rounds of missiles. And so what happened to that? We're going to have peace. Remember, he tweeted all that. Peace is now started in the world. We live in a world of peace. Thank you, me. Trump is so angry that he took to the White House lawn this morning. He was mad. He was so mad that he dropped an F-bomb, that his little peace deal did not work out and is not working out.
On all my years on Earth, I don't think I've ever heard a United States president curse while sitting in office and curse while talking to the press. When asked about the ceasefire situation between Israel and Iran, Trump said, "These countries don't know what the fuck they're doing, and I'm very unhappy with Israel."
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning. We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
What is going on? What is going on?
As we know from updates yesterday, Trump posted on Truth Social that there had been a ceasefire agreement reached between Israel and Iran. As soon as that announcement was made, Israel threw multiple missiles on multiple targets in Tehran on Iran. So Iran's foreign minister came out and said there is no ceasefire. If Israel stops, then we'll stop. But it appears that Israel did not stop. And now today, Trump is chastising Israel. I don't think I've ever seen a president chastise or speak against Israel publicly. He says he's unhappy with Iran, but I don't know why he would be unhappy with the country that was attacked first, that then was subsequently attacked again, and then keeps responding in kind. It's very, very politician-y of him. But he, on Truth Social, said, "Israel, do not drop those bombs. If you do it, it is a major violation. Bring your pilots home now. Donald J. Trump. Israel is not going to attack Iran. All planes will turn around and head home while doing a friendly plane wave to Iran. Nobody will be hurt. The ceasefire is in effect. Thank you for your attention to this matter." It appears he is trying to look like he's dictating what's happening and dictating the terms, but if it's one thing that's going to be true, is that Israel's going to do whatever they want and continue to make us look crazy. All we can do is wait to see what happens.
Israel and Iran don't know what the F they're doing, then why in the seven hells are we involved? There are already reports coming out from various sources such as AP News that are saying that the United States strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities probably only set their nuclear program back by a couple of months. Folks, the risk to reward ratio is totally out of proportion. Furthermore, this is a president who said that he would not get involved in foreign wars, and we've done exactly that. Now Donald Trump is trying to bring about a ceasefire in a very unstable region. And clearly the U.S. has become Israel's lapdog, where they just point in a particular direction and the United States is going. It's no reason that you're getting frustrated when we shouldn't have been involved to begin with. Cussing and screaming about it isn't going to change that we ultimately put service members at risk for something that might be unnecessary and bear no fruit. I do believe our service members should be applauded. And I say that as someone who served in the United States Navy as a cryptologist. But at the same time, we just put people at risk, not just those involved in those strikes, but different troops that we have stationed in the region. If Israel and Iran don't know what they're doing, why are we there?
Trump said they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Listen, I have never seen a president crash out like that. Yo, Trump said you got two countries. All right, here we go. Trump said you got two countries that's been fighting for so long that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And then he walks off, okay? And Israel, he's not happy with y'all either. He's not happy. He is mad. Israel, I know y'all listening. I know Trump said he not happy with that move that y'all made, because why y'all do that? Okay, he look, his words, not mine. Okay, he not happy. He not happy with y'all right now. And I have not been on TikTok today. Okay, the first video that I see is President Trump talking to reporters and going in. Okay, he went in. But I got my laugh for the day, so I guess we'll see what happens next. I don't know. So just stay tuned.
Okay, so late last night, Donald Trump announced that Israel, Iran, and the United States are all coming to a ceasefire, and everyone's going to get along, and it's the 12-day war, and nothing bad happened, and there you go. But Here's the problem. Literally this morning, Iran just sent more rockets over in Israel's direction. And it led Donald Trump in an interview before he got into his helicopter to say, oh, those two countries don't know what the F they're doing, right? And number one, it's kind of funny hearing a president say the F-bomb on live TV, right? But it's really Donald Trump that doesn't know what he's doing, all right? You don't tweet out that there's some kind of agreement that's been made before both sides confirm it, right? It's like, why would you even publicly put out that information? Like, this is what happens when you do something like that. Donald Trump doesn't know what he's doing. Those other two leaders are crazy too, but he's the real idiot in this situation. For real.
I got from this video. See, I remember, I don't know if yesterday, I know I brought a video yesterday and I was kind of saying that that I learned that he called a ceasefire, but I am not sure about the ceasefire because I knew that nothing good comes out of this man's mouth. How do you call for a ceasefire and both parties are not aware that you called for ceasefire? How is the ceasefire supposed to happen? So you wanted to call for ceasefire before and you decided to go to Iran and drop boom boom there. So you wanted to call for ceasefire. See, at this point in time, if there is anyone that does not know what he is doing, is no other person but United States of America. Your president doesn't know what he is doing at this point. He is pissed. And he is cursing in front of the camera. Like this sister said, one of the sisters said that Israel is actually a terror and right country. And that is absolutely true. The only thing is that it is not a Muslim country. If it were to be a Muslim country, there would have been problem. Big problem. They get away with a lot. Going around, committing genocide, ethnic cleansing, and whatever that is happening at this point in time is disgusting. Your president ain't doing anything. He ain't doing anything. He thinks it's all about saying that they don't know Israel, they don't know what they are doing. You absolutely do not know what you are doing because you literally support Netanyahu in every rubbish he does. Because if United States has not been supporting them, trust them, they will tread with caution. But how do you want them to tread with caution when you are backing them up? You are a strong tower to them. You said a war on them is on you, and we can actually see it. You think you can beat a child and you tell the child also not to cry. Literally, that is impossible. You try to hurt Iran and now you are telling them you are not supposed to do this, you are supposed to do that. You went in your own heart to call for ceasefire, but the people you are calling for ceasefire did not know that you are calling for ceasefire, and you want them to immediately accept, oh yeah, he called for, I heard that he called for, yeah, let's go with it. I don't understand where wisdom, how wisdom eludes some people. Some people do not have wisdom. You see, I don't know, but you see, MAGA, you people have I am sure on that day, if there is hell, you will have a very special space, very special one, that place, because you all are cause of all this. And for the people screaming black people should help them protest, you all can see the problem you are causing. The only thing I can say is that Iran, I want you to know that black people got nothing to do with this. Black people got nothing to do with this. You know the people to hold responsible. Please hold them responsible and let my people be. I am going to draw the cut in here. Bye for now.